Hey there, welcome to part 3 of my What If Super Smash Bros. Was on the SNES. If you missed the first 2 parts, they should be in a pinned comment. Anyway, let's get on with the show. So to recap, here's the roster so far. We have Mario, Kirby, Link, X, Pikachu, Yoshi, Captain Falcon, Fox, Chrono, Bomberman, and Ness. So now, let's talk about the different modes and boss fights, and after that, I'll talk about the super secret characters. The first mode to talk about is Break the Targets, which should work the same as it does in Smash 64 and Melee. The second one is Board on the platforms from Smash 64. And for a third minigame, I would propose something similar to Race to the Finish, but you are actually racing some shadow version of your character, something like those Mario Galaxy levels with Cosmic Mario. This mode will be important later for unlocking a super secret character. Anyway, let's talk about the main 3 modes, besides Virus mode, because we already know how that works. The first mode that we'll be talking about is, of course, Classic mode. This time I've decided to add some sprites to represent the battles as I describe them. So the first round, just like Smash 64, will be a battle against Link. The stage, of course, will be the Dark World stage that I mentioned in the last video. Next up, you'll get to fight X on the stage. Next, you'll get a round of Break the Targets. The next one will be like the VS Mario Brothers level in Smash Bros. 64, but instead of Mario and Luigi, you will battle Mario and Yoshi on Yoshi's Island. Next up, you'll fight the giant Pikachu with a team of Mario and X. This fight will take place in Lavender Town. Next, you'll fight Kirby team, just like in Smash 64. And finally, you finish off your Classic mode battle. You, of course, battle Master Yi. Okay, I mentioned this in the last part, so let's make this one quick. We're talking about Adventure mode. Let's see how it goes. The first level is like the first Adventure mode level in Melee, except it is based on 1 to 2 from Super Mario World. And after you get to the end, you fight a team of different colored Yoshis. In the next level, you fight 2 miniature Kirbys. The next level is a Zelda dungeon based on Zelda 2, where you need to find your way out of a platforming-based maze, and at the end, you need to fight a shadow version of Link. The next one should be a battle against a giant Samus. Next, you have to do a forest-based maze in the world of Chrono Trigger. Finally, there's a battle with Bowser, who later turns into Giga Bowser. Okay, now we can talk about the super secret characters. Okay, so the super secret first unlockable character I would like to talk about is Bowser. His sprite here is based on the SNES All-Stars version of Super Mario Bros. 3. The reason why I chose Bowser over Luigi is because of a lack of villains in this roster. Bowser will be unlocked by beating Adventure mode on Nightmare mode. Anyway, let's talk about some of Bowser's key moves. For Bowser's first attack, he uses either a claw swipe or big cartoonish punch. This would be a powerful but risky move that would do big damage if it hits. For Bowser's next attack, he breathes a ball of fire at his foe more like he does in Super Mario Bros. 1 and 3 than how he does in Melee. For Bowser's next attack, he swings a chain chomp over his head like in Super Mario RPG. By the way, if this is used in the air, you could gain some height. To keep things simple, let's give Bowser his ground pound from Super Mario Bros. 3. And of course, for Bowser's ultimate attack, he will channel Giga Bowser and punch his foe like in Smash Ultimate. For beating Classic mode on Nightmare difficulty, you receive Jack from Harvest Moon because I wanted to add a joke character. For Jack's first attack, he rings a bell in a panicked fashion, smacking his foe with it for times. It does low damage, but it does stun them. For the next attack, Jack will use his side, swinging it like he is trying to cut down some wheat. For his strongest attack, he swings his super hammer, smacking his foe over the head in a Looney Tunes fashion. This does a ton of damage, but it has a lot of end lag. For an aerial move, he uses a horse to gain height and momentum. It could be good recovery and a good combo starter. And for the ultimate attack, Jack will summon a stampede of cows which charge towards the foes, stepping over them like ants. I just thought that it would be funny. So, now that we unlocked these 2 characters, let's talk about a new mode. The first mode that you unlock is All-Star mode, which is where you battle every single character that you've unlocked so far, ending with you unlocking a character, which I will get to soon. For beating All-Star mode as every starter character, you will unlock King Dedede, the second heaviest character right behind Bowser. For King Dedede first attack, he swings his hammer over his head, hitting his foe really hard. Though this move may be strong, but it has a ton end lag. For Dedede's next attack, he will suplex his foe, slamming them into the ground. For his next attack, he will throw a Waddle Dee forward, kind of like in Smash Bros. Brawl. The only difference is that he cannot spam the move. And for his air attack, he body slams his foe into the ground. This move has a chance to vary at high percentages. And for the ultimate attack, a Waddle Dee Padre starts running over every grounded foe, doing big damage. And for the final character, I've decided to add Ryu, which feels like a bit of a cop-out, but once you complete the shadow races as all the previous characters I mentioned, I decided to add Taio because Street Fighter revolutionized fighting games. For his first attack, he does an elbow bash of some kind. This move is quick, but does low damage. And of course, this wouldn't be a Ryu moveset for the iconic Hadouken. This move will work just like it did in Street Fighter 2. The next move will be his Hurricane Kick, which should work just like it does in Street Fighter 2. And of course, his aerial attack will be the iconic Shoryuken. This move also needs no introduction. And his ultimate move will be the Shinka Hadouken. Anyway, here's the final roster for my concept for SNES Smash Bros. Game. What do you think? So that does it for this 3-part series. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like and a subscription? I am so close to 80 subscribers, and I want to hit that milestone before I get my other wisdom teeth removed. Anyway, see you next time, bye.